Oh, sorry. Hey everyone. I left my mic off. I always forget this. I always make that mistake. Man, I hate that. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. It's detecting input on my software, so this message is oh my god. This message is held for what? Yeah, me and River's username, or I mean, sorry, me and River's channel names are a little similar. Oh well, that's funny that you thought that was him. No, it's okay. Hello, everyone. We'll start when a few more people join. I don't usually expect a lot of people to join my stream, so, yeah. Like I said, I decided to, do the stream on this channel because I just tend to get more attention up here. Um, I don't like to do it on my off-topic channel anymore. I was uploading, sorry, not uploading. I was updating the disclaimer in the description, so just in case. I'm usually going to avoid any sort of, I usually am going to avoid, VCing on Discord now during my streams because those got chaotic. I stopped with that, so it'll just be me talking to you guys. At least if you guys know, only the OGs know. Remember that I used to do that. Finally got some elevators at my local mall. Got a 2008 Kone. Huh. Wait, so you finally filmed them, or I'm a little confused there. I mean, obviously you probably filmed them, I'm assuming, because, yeah, a US. I'm going to, or at least I hope I do. It's not completely 100% definite, but hopefully I'm going to my local mall tomorrow so I'm going to film the JCPenney elevator because that thing is really doing weird. It's very good Felicia content, I gotta say. Oh, sorry, I'll fix Remy's, there we go. Elevators of Australia. I forgot that you made another account. Done. Yeah, my local mall used to have 3 elevators. Sorry. Wait. Yeah, 3 elevators. I'm just trying to think because, yeah, so we had 3 elevators, from 2018 to recently. From when I filmed that brand new Round 1 elevator, because as you know, Round 1 is it's new to the mall right now, so. But they installed that ThyssenKrupp, so that's the 4th elevator right now. The mall used to start with, like, 6 elevators, because, Macy's used to be, like, Macy's used to be a Meyer and Frank, and they had a Montgomery Square button. That they didn't add any new elevators into that store, but I'm talking, like, we lost 2 stores throughout the past 4 to 6 years. We had Nordstrom, which closed in 2016, 2017, and then we had Sears that closed in 2018. And I couldn't salvage any details for the Nordstrom elevator, but I do remember riding the Sears elevator, and that thing was very crappy. It was literally like I mean, I kind of over-exaggerated from when I was younger, but let's just say I used to describe it as a trip to hell. It was a pretty bad elevator. I mean, I'm not sure how it is compared to looking at it now because, you know, like, I'm older and I don't really exaggerate elevators anymore. I mean, I would say, are you the C-frame developer? Yes, I am. I am the C-frame developer. You can look in the top right. You'll see my username in the studio window. Yeah, trip to hell. Yeah, it was a Montgomery slap a mod with Innovation Universal. I'm pretty sure it was Montgomery at least. And then the JCPenney elevator was a Dover. At least I think it was. I'm kind of in the mix between of it being a Dover because of the door equipment, but I'm also getting in between thinking that it could have been like a Montgomery because of the motor. But maybe it could have been like a Dover. The Montgomery came and replaced the motor, but I really don't know I don't know what went down with that thing, but it was from the 70s. Got slapped and modded in 2006 with Innovation Universal. The mod itself isn't bad, but I really wish they replaced the controller because that thing is still on its relays in 2021 and it's not doing so hot. The upstairs, at least the last time I went there, the upstairs controller was broken, but they might have fixed it now. But back then, I think it was like 6 months ago, it was red tagged. So it's not in the red tag is no longer in the records though, so it's either safe or they're hiding something. But anyways, all right. So yeah, as you know, if you look in the chat, yes, today's going to be a development stream trademark. So sort of, mainly. I don't really feel like playing games tonight, but as you can see, we're currently working on a ThyssenKrupp Endura MRL. I will get a shaft view in a minute. Just right now, unions are being a little weird because as you can tell, the indicator is clipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I'm only using free move so I can move this slightly off the panel. I never use free move when I'm building something. Alright, yeah, this is the best I can do. Oh yeah, see, look, this is another thing. It's clipping inside the panel. Looks good enough. Oh, I forgot about that. No, I saw that. I think what I need to do... There's Played. Played, if you can hear me, just work on this frickin' unit, I guess. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna fix this firefighter's operation panel and make it more, because right now I'm actually making the Endura using the Signa 4 signalization pack, which basically what that is, just the whole steel piece, like the logo, the indicator, the fixtures, except these are not Signa 4. Okay, Simus, no nicknames, we're done. But yeah, the fixtures are Matatoll, which is someone's favorite, and then yeah, so we're working on that. I'm looking at a PDF right here, and they have several options. But right now I'm currently looking at the Signa 4 one. They have an option for that. All right. So what we need to do actually is we're going to separate this union here, and I used to put like a black outline, but luckily for Shadow Map they fixed that. So now, or basically they do the work for me. So now it actually looks like there's like something dark behind there, but as you can see, it doesn't look as good in Shadow Map because I'm not like, as you know, my GPU is not the best, so I tend to lag a lot. So usually, yeah, the fire service cabinet is right below. It's like right beneath the indicator, and then we're gonna negate that. Yeah, it's about this wide. It actually is supposed to scooch over a little more because you can see the arrow is not aligned with the indicator. Actually, no, it is. I think. Here, I'm gonna be absolutely cautious. I'm going to copy the X position and paste it. Oh, it's just negative 5.2. I don't have to paste that. Yeah, see, it's like 5.2.12. I mean, sorry, 5.212. Just really annoying. Really annoying, multi-number decimals. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna use free move. No, I'm not. I'm joking. Let's just leave it for now because the union is a little bit different. I'm actually gonna undo that because I don't want to mess up the alignment of this. So I think this is pretty good. It may not be 100% accurate, but it is pretty difficult to try to align something because then you start failing. Oh, geez. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm still catching up on the live chat. Okay, let's not spam in the chat, please. Okay, so... Sorry. So what I need to do is I'm going to separate... Sorry, not separate. So this is already a solid union. This whole door, I just unioned it at, like, if I separate it, it's just these three parts that make up the door frame. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do... So here's my game plan. So right now, as you can tell, the the panel is going to be kind of like rounded, but I'm actually going to make it look detailed. Like, it's not just going to be some kind of lazy job. For now, though, I'll add that detail later. But here is my plan. So I'm literally just doing nothing. I'm just stalling. So I'm going to go and union this already. And I'll just select these negative parts and union that, and we are good to go. Now I can just paste in the decals that I copied, which kind of give it that shiny but yet effective looking stainless steel. It's a trick that I kind of taught myself to do. So, very, very useful. Oh man, the fact that this isn't centered perfectly is just starting to really bother me. I can't... Oh my god. Yeah, hold on. Let me... Yeah, it's the indicator that's not centered anyway. It's not the fixtures. Dude, I'm sorry, but I have to use free move for this one. No, we don't. No, we don't. Because I just figured out a solution. So what I can do, I don't care that I'm not deleting the decal. We can just use a black part, and then we can use the arrows to align that. Then that way, we know exactly where we're going with free move. See? Nice and centered. And this label is centered with the panel that we're trying to... See, now this is centered with the fire service cabinet. So it's a lot better to look at. So now we're going to move this cabinet upwards. And the shaft detail will be unveiled later, because I'm actually going to start working on... Okay, no thank you. I'm going to go and do not disturb. That way that doesn't happen again. Alright. And of course, this is a union, so... Gotta separate it. Oh yeah, this has the decal as well. So many decals on this thing. I mean, I guess it's a good thing because it's actually... I'm using the color trick. Like, oh yeah, I didn't make this glass. So basically, I'm making this glass to give it the reflectance, like the reflective property. And then I just paste in the decal and it removes the texture. So all you see is the paint. And then when you shine a light towards it, it actually makes it reflect off the part. It's an extremely effective yet really good trick that I use. I think this is pretty obvious. This is going to be Cortex. Why I don't use any other controllers. Okay. And I already have the controller running, of course. That's like the first thing I do when I build an elevator. And this elevator was actually made a while ago. But I'm only starting to work on it because I really want to get this released within the next week or two. Let me go ahead and modify the hinge. This has an open part, so yeah, obviously it's going to scale it like that. So I'm going to use his B tools. Okay, why isn't it doing anything? There we go. I want to make sure I'm doing the best I can on this. Perfect. Okay. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I actually think I messed up. Yeah, I think we messed up. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to open up Blender real quick, and then I'm going to import a mesh that I made. So, here's Blender. And I'm going to go and load up a file here real quick. So, this is my... So, where's my Signifor stuff? And these are all newer as well. Oh, I just tried to open up a Blender file. My bad. That's why none of my meshes were showing up. Ah, here we go. You won't be able to see the files because I don't want to show that. But, here we go. I'm already seeing everything. So, I think... Yeah, I named it SG4. Ah, here we go. So, as you can see, it's a little weird looking. I actually don't even know if I want to use this because... I'm gonna go and use orthographic view. It's a lot easier. As you can see, this is only blue because I wanted to differentiate the shading. We can enable this, and as you can see, Blender is completely broken when I try to do that. I don't know what the hell they did, but it's completely broken. Actually, I don't think I can use this because if I try to scale it, it like changes the curves. So, tell you what, I'll make another file. And I will save that as like a blend file, so I can come back to this and edit it. So I'm gonna create one off to the side, so I know exactly what dimensions I'm using. So X, Alright, back to orthographic view. So, we're gonna go and actually set this to a specific... I'm just gonna set it here. Actually, no, there's more parts inside this. I'm gonna go to the world... Sorry, this thing right here. Set origin to geometry. So you can see these update. This is... Blender's a bit weird. This is the z-axis, but obviously this is the y-axis. So, I don't know, Blender's weird when it comes to that. But I think the fix to that is to just change this to, like, normal. Yeah, see, changing it to normal fixes it. Because normal is, like, the directional face of the given part that you're wanting to do. So that's basically what that is. And I think the YouTube chat just bugged, because now it looks like it's not loading in the full thing. Oh, wow, 13 watching. Sorry, I gotta keep my eye on the chat a bit more. Here, I'm gonna reload, because the chat just kind of bugged for me. That's better. Oh, there were a lot of chat messages I missed out on. Hello first. This looks like a Schindler, am I right? This is not a Schindler, this is a ThyssenKrupp Endura. Okay. Alright, let's get back to the indicator. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the brochure. It's right here. So, as you can see, this is what... I'm using this one right here. Now, the lanterns are not actually circular. These are triangular. And then this is the hall lantern. This is the inside lantern, apparently. Or, no, actually, this is intermediate. Sorry, my bad. But as you can see, they're using Matatoll. And this is not what the call station looks like. I am basically really just trying to recreate the one that I saw from round 1. And it does not look like this. But as you can see, we have multiple options here. So I am trying to go for this right here. So I'm looking at this panel right here. This is exactly what I'm looking at. So I'm going to put this back over to my other display, just so you guys have seen that and what I'm looking at. So I'm going to get to work on the panel. So we need to make it a little wider. Maybe about that much. And hopefully this is the same... Actually, no, yeah, this is the same exact indicator as the one from... inside the elevator, so I'm gonna need to make sure that this is, like, has all the same dimensions. Actually, no, it's not good to copy that. Let's just... Oh, okay, the scale is set to 1. That really sucks. Perfect. Oh man, it's not even centered now. Oh, I meant to copy the x-axis. Ah, dude, Blender coordinates is weird, I tell you. What? How is this not centered? Oh! Okay, apparently this is the Y position. Oh, this is so weird. I mean, I've used Blender before, but I mean, it's just weird because the way they use positioning is just really out of whack. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to work with. Okay, I'm starting to get the feeling that the chat is not updating. Okay, I guess it's not. It's just that people are not talking. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the PDF, so I'm not gonna look at the chat super often. Why? I will try to. Alright. Z-axis. We're gonna have to go maybe this wide. Well, let's try this. But I am gonna save this as a Blender file because I can go back and edit this later. That's what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna insert a cylinder and then we're gonna set the vertices to 64. Because that is like one of the best vertices and it doesn't Roblox doesn't yell at me that my mesh has too many triangles. So we're gonna rotate we're gonna rotate this 90 degrees, wrong axis. I just gotta take a guess here. So this is the y-axis. We're rotating on the y-axis, 90 degrees, and we're just gonna copy, I guess, the y scale and paste it into this. As you can see, we get something like this. And this is where things are going as expected. So what we need to do here is basically just scale this upwards. Sorry, not upwards. Scale this a little longer. I can't speak. Scale this a little larger. My god. And yeah, then we can do something like that. So we're gonna make it a little thick because I actually want it to completely surround. I want it to completely cut through the rectangle. And then we just need to cut this in half by using a cube. I'm sure there's probably like some kind of frickin' modifier that I don't know of that cuts a polygon in half. But right now I'm just doing a basic geometry thing where I just union. See, this is what this is gonna look like. But we're not done. So we're gonna select cube. Yep, that's the right one. And we can delete. So you can see this is what we got. This is what we get. And then so if we scale, if we scale this on the y-axis, as you can see, we get something like this. Now this is when things are starting to look correct. So as you can see, if we put it up here, I think the angle could be a little less, but you guys can see what I mean. I mean, if I move this down, it's pretty much the same angle as the one up here. And then this is where we're going to save our Blender file. So we're going to put it here, and we're going to delete these, because we already got our angles and everything. And then we're just going to move it on top of the grid. Oh, I forgot I set it to normal, default. Here we go. We're going to go to orthographic view. I swear, my speaking today is just really out of whack. I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering or messing up my words. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright. Nope. There we go. Now this is where we're gonna want to save. So I'm actually gonna want to add a color, just in case. I don't think colors show up in this version. Yeah. If I switch to this, see, I mean, look how messed up that is. I don't know what is going on. This has happened before on my PC. It is not my GPU because I'm getting a pretty solid frame rate. So I don't know what that is, but this is what we got. So this is when we're going to want to save the file. I can just hit Control S. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm just going to save it to my documents. SG4 rounded panel. I'm just going to call it that and save as Blender file. So we can go back and update this. I think one last thing I want to do is... Yeah, I want to go back here. So we'll just keep this rectangle. And then we can go back and save again. So I'm actually going to zoom inside of this part so I know exactly that's not going to help. There we go. Something like this. This is when we're going to go. This is where we're going to want to go into orthographic view. So we can see pretty much only in 2-dimension. I think that looks pretty good. So now we can go ahead and actually save this as our Blender file. Because this part, all we gotta do is just add a modifier. Now, I don't want to add the modifier in the saved file, so we're just going to hit save, no modifiers. Now, this is where we're going to save our modifiers. So, sorry, I don't mean save. I meant add our modifiers. So we're basically just going to, there's only 3 parts, and the only 3 parts are these 2. So we can just hit apply on all of these, and once we delete all of these, we get something like this. Now, obviously, this looks pretty bad, I just realized. So we're gonna undo that, and then... Oh, this is making me lag. What the heck? It's just my stupid AMD GPU. Okay, I think this is what we got. Yep. That looks good. So we're gonna go and save. We're gonna go and export this as our... I'm not gonna hit save on this one also. Elevators, I'm just gonna call it SG4 underscore panel. For some reason, Roblox is, likes to moderate the word Signa4, so I just call it SG4, and that works just fine. So now we can close, and we can go back to Studio. I'm gonna keep an eye on the live chat now. Notice that YouTube upgraded their scroll bar. I know that's off topic, but not a lot of people in the chat. Oh. Okay, what the hell? What is this? Some really weird username like get tracked by. Oh, it's I think it's a troll. Get wrecked by Anil2445. I think I know what they are. They're trying to ping the whole server, but since I disabled permissions, it's like how can I help you? Everyone, customer service help and support setup. Oh my god, what is that? Just wanted to check Discord real quick. I just happened to come across that, so. No, Frankie, it's okay. I don't mind talking about elevators. I'm just gonna be developing while I'm chatting, so. Yeah, I might hop on a game a little later, but I think just for now, I don't even know if I'll hop on during the stream either. I'm also noticing that these colors are way more vibrant than I remember. Anyways. So we're gonna go and use the asset manager here. Where is that? Okay, I'm literally blind. It's right here. Upload something. Okay, that's wonderful. I can't move it, but whatever. Oh, I can just unfull screen and just do that. There we go. I don't usually like to show that on the stream just because... I mean, there's nothing really that personal. I just, you know... It's always wise. Alright. And we are now uploading our thing, our Signifor panel. I gotta hop off. Alright, see ya, DJ. We're gonna duplicate this panel now. We're gonna put it as the mesh ID. And this is when the mesh just gets really large. As you can see. Oh, yes. Yep, this is... This looks fine. This looks good. I'm happy with this. My only hope is that this actually fits in the door. Oh, no way, it actually does. Man, I lucked out. Oof. Ooh, oh, wow. This looks really good. Wow. Okay, I'm overreacting like I always do. I just call myself the overreactor because of that. Yeah, and obviously, like I stated earlier, the service cabinet is a bit too far, close to the indicator. So we're gonna move it down and we're gonna separate. I probably shouldn't have done that. I need to copy those decals. They're very important, trademark. Okay. Yeah, that literally perfectly fits. I cannot believe I first tried that. And I literally eyeballed it too. I didn't use any measurements, which is I strongly suggest not doing. But I got lucky. I got lucky. I'm not entirely sure. Why is this Union smooth plastic? I want to test something in future lighting real fast. Yeah, see, look how good that looks in future lighting. Like, if you look at... This is what I'm talking about here. The trick that I'm using for the glass... I'm gonna remove these decals. And I'm just gonna show you guys... yes, I'm getting a really bad frame rate because I don't have a good GPU. But, see? The glass texture. Don't you see what I mean? And it even creates some kind of... Well, never mind. I think those are just the light. That's just the lighting updating everything. But isn't that really cool, though? I mean, you can see the glass texture and even the roughness, but if I add the decal, it's completely gone. It's a really, really great trick. I use it. I'm gonna be using this trick on all my elevators. And you can see how sexy these doors look. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say sexy, but I think I did a really good job with the... I mean, yeah, there's a little line here, but I tried my hardest with that. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same trick to the lantern. I think it's a little light. Oh yeah, I forgot that changing the color of the part also affects the color of the decals, because the decals... Never mind, that's the camera. Yeah, the decals are literally using zero transparency, but... Yeah, this is a little too bright, so I'm gonna tone it down. Oh, stupid camera light. Every time I change something, future lighting just kicks in and starts making everything glitch. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it back to shadow map shortly. As you can see, so if you look here, if you look at the panel, it's nice and reflective. This is how it should look. And then if you look at the walls, if you look at the the wooden panels, they're using smooth plastic with with a texture. And you can see that the lighting reflection isn't very strong at all. You can't see it super well, but you can see it really nicely on the door, on the elevator, like on the front panel. It just makes everything look so much more real in that sense. It's such a good trick that I've taught myself to use, and I bet a lot of other people are probably going to be inspired to use it, but I'm not going to mind if they use it as long as they actually not really give me credit, because I don't really own the trick. I've seen other people use it before, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of in the elevator community, I haven't really seen anybody use this kind of trick, and I've seen people use other decals, like some kind of striped texture decal, but this is just a smooth... I'm literally using a decal called white. It's literally just a white plain screen, and then I just changed the color. So, yeah. I think we're going to move on to the floor now, because the floor is just using this really generic wooden texture. So I'm actually going to change it out to be a carpet texture. Sorry, my typing is all messed up now, apparently. This is the texture pack that I also like to use. And obviously it's a free model, so anybody can use these. I don't want to use any overused ones. Like, I try to steer clear of this one, because it's not really an elevator carpet. It looks something more like a hardware carpet. And plus, I don't even understand, why do they use concrete? Because you can see it better when it's just smooth plastic. This doesn't look great in an elevator. This one looks better in some kind of, like, house. So does this one. This one just looks really crappy. This one does not look like it fits in an elevator. This one looks pretty good. But I think fabric... I usually like to stick with the fabrics. I mean, this one I use sometimes. This one is definitely not... This one looks more like a yarn clothing fabric. This one looks... It also looks like some kind of clothing. This one I think I've used before, but doesn't look so good. And this one is literally just sand. I kid you not. This is literally just sand. If I delete it, nothing changes. Transparency is 0 as well. And then we have this. So, I'm not sure which one I want to choose, actually. I think I'm going to stick with... I don't want to use this one because, I mean, even from a distance, this thing just looks pretty choppy. It doesn't look very good. It looks really grainy. Same goes with this one. This one actually looks pretty good, but it's not the type of carpet you see in an elevator. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one because this one fits in an elevator the most. So, oh, okay. What is going on? What was that? Okay. Okay, so now we can just modify it from here. So I don't usually like to use it with the white color. I actually like to, because you can see it's so like opaque, if that's how you spell it. It's just very transparent. So if we make it black, it looks a lot better. As you can see, I want to make it like faded black. So something like this. And then we can change the color of the floor. See, and then you can change the floor. So we're going to use just plain gray. Actually, I might add a little bit of green, and no, that looks really weird. Let's add like a... Nah, this just looks better as gray. As you can see, there we go. We've got our floor texture. It's not that hard. You don't have to put every single effort you have into your elevators. Something like this looks pretty good. And yeah, these are the handlebars. I'm going to keep these. I got them off the internet, so... It's a snap cab, actually, so... Pretty good cab. Okay, so I think it's time to show the shaft detail now, but... right now, it is not finished at all. It's actually a huge work in progress. So don't start judging me. Don't start saying all of this is unrealistic. It is a work in progress, so... that is just a disclaimer before I show this. So here we go. We're going to start with the top. So as you can see, I I think this is the guide. This is not a guide rail. I'm not sure what this is. This is the inspection panel, which is also a work in progress. And then these are the hydraulic pistons. This is a telescoping, that's what, at least that's what it's called, telescoping piston. My friend helped me with that, and this is going to get a bit of an upgrade. It looks really flimsy, and I made the chassis, and then my friend helped me with this, which looks pretty good. And then we have this, the electrical wire, that climbs up the shaft, and it's going to lead up to this electrical box, which is obviously a placeholder. So if I get yelled at saying I copied Luke's DR again because of smart drive, that's only because, and I did make this from scratch, but this is only a placeholder. I still need to find models, sorry, not models, pictures of what this looks like. So this is obviously not supposed to be a copy. This is not permanent. This is literally just a placeholder. And most models have these. Right now, though, I'm not seeing anything in the shaft because of this. I'm not seeing anything in the shaft of like, the electric box. Yeah, there's literally nothing about that right now. But I am looking at some pictures right now. I really wish ThyssenKrupp provided a more detailed brochure, because I'm really having a hard time looking at the door operator, and that's one thing I'm starting very closely. It is like that IRL. And actually, the inspection panel is actually a work in, like, this isn't actually going to be permanent. This will be moved elsewhere. This lock should be put inside the logic cabinet, because on ThyssenKrupp's, at least, the inspection is operated via key switches inside this panel. So, you basically turn on an inspection. I'm not really sure how well. I think what happens is there are 2 buttons for up and down, you know, that kind of thing. And then there's a key switch that you can turn the inspection on and off. I'm not sure. I can be very well wrong. But, I'm going to have to look it up. I know one of my friends, Plaid Bacon, actually has a lot of references for that kind of stuff, so he can help me out here. But, all I know is that I have seen elevator cabinets in which have inspection in here, along with fire, because obviously firefighter's operation, why else would it not say that? So, I'm going to take another look at the cabinet real quickly, because I need to make sure that the text on the cabinet looks fine, because this cabinet was originally from Evolution 200. I just duplicated the model and converted it into a Dura because that's what we're working on. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. So we're gonna go and give this thing a nice little run test, play test, I mean, so you guys can see, you can kind of get the feeling of the experience in Roblox with this thing. So our views dropped down to 6. Oh well. Alright, so we are now playtesting, and I forgot to wire the indicator, so let me fix that. My bad. Oh, and actually, I think... Never mind. Yeah, this is the Evolution, so it's a bit more outdated. I didn't remove the lanterns yet. The exterior is the same on both of these. The interior here is much different. As you can see, the lighting is a lot worse in here. And plus, they're using this lighting. So... The COP looks nice on this one. This is what it looks like. And as you can see, the doors aren't buffed. They're just rectangles. But yeah, as you can see, this is our main focus right now, which is the Enduro, which looks a lot... Oh, excuse me. Looks a lot nicer. Okay. Yeah, see, we haven't... Yeah, we just need to set an elevator value. It's not that hard. After that, the indicator should work. Let's get this bad boy working. I guess I'll give you guys a preview of the inspection too, because Cortex inspection is back and working. I finalized it today. I still may need to make a couple changes, but at least it works. And no offense to Cobalt, but at least it doesn't die like Cobalt. And I think I just realized, yeah, this looks a lot like older Signa 4. Like it's not dark blue; it's actually light blue. Here, let me go into. Oh, I hate this bug. Okay, good, it actually showed up. I just forgot that, like, the indicator on, like newer Signifor, like the indicator's a lot brighter. So yeah, these are all categorized into roads. It's really annoying, but coding it was even harder. Yeah, I think we should do something like this. I really wish I could use hex colors, but that's not going to be very easy. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually change. As you can see, this is the characters list. Very complicated. But this is where we want to change our colors, right here, inactive and active colors. So we're going to change our color right here. Alright, yeah, that's fine. So now... this looks way better. This is more what we're looking at. Now it actually looks like a newer Signifor indicator. It's just it's a lot darker because Surface UIs unfortunately don't provide a neon look onto it, so it's a bit harder to do that. But as you can see, like generally this elevator looks a lot better than the Evolution. The cab is the same, but I mean the floor and the ceiling is different. But let's take a. And I just realized the buttons I don't think update on here. I don't think they update correctly, and I also need to add the star on the button. And I also just realized why the frick are the labels floating. Man. Let me fix that. There's a lot of flaws on this right now because these are still a work in progress. These fixers were still a work in progress. Oh, and I just noticed... oh, man. I just noticed a flaw in the mesh. I can't really do anything about it because I literally tried so hard to get these things to look good. Is the alarm bell floating too? Oh, all of these things are floating. Look at that. I'm only going to fix, like, the alarm bell and stuff. Like, the actual brails. I'll worry about the other stuff later. Oh, yeah, this is a script. I'm not sure why this isn't working. Oh, oh, I'm so... okay. The buttons were inside the cab model. The buttons always go in the car. Because if you want your... obviously, if you don't put it in the car, then Cortex won't register them as buttons, and you won't be able to do anything, so... now it works. Yep, there we go. Oh, I forgot to change the color. I'm sorry if this is taking a while. Oh, man. I just want to get this thing rare and tested already. Oh, we also got to configure our, active color. I'm not going to modify the lanterns yet, but that's our lit state. This is our neutral state. So I'm gonna since this is blue, then we're gonna make this blue. Not that bright. Maybe a little bit brighter. Let's go with something maybe like this. But then a little stronger on the blue. Yeah, that is perfect. That is exactly how Matadol should light up. I'm also going to use the same lantern color as the lanterns. Actually, no, the lantern color is slightly different. I'm going to go and modify so like the lantern like the idle color looks like this. So we're going to change the neutral color. And then we can just make it neon. So these lanterns don't really glow. They just kind of look like this. So we're going to go and... actually, no. They do not look like that. They do not look like that. My bad. They do not look like that. They're like a light blue. They kind of look like this. Yeah, this is much more... this is what they look like. They're not like a dark blue. They're like a nice bright blue. The Matadol fixtures are the one that lights up like a neon royal blue. So now we should have a nice playtest environment with the proper colors that we need for our elevator. And I already have the sound set up, so we don't have to worry about setting those up right now. Notice that a lot of people left the stream, so... depending on how things go, I'm probably going to end it off a little soon. I was going to do a call in Discord, but I kind of decided to do a stream because I don't want to... I've already been feeling tired today. Alright, let's get this thing a nice ride. So, sweet, our button colors work, and these don't light up, obviously. Ooh, nice. So as you can see, this is our door. Those are the doors. Yeah, this cab is a little tall, but it's good. I actually prefer it over the short, small cabs. This looks a lot nicer. And plus, there's a lot of tall Roblox avatars out there, so I mean, yeah. Let's go and give this thing a ride. Oh, I forgot to fix that. The lantern should not... See, it does, Oh, geez, this thing is messed up. Oh, I must have pasted the lanterns inside the cab model like I did with everything else. Knew it. I was wondering why why the lanterns weren't lighting up. Yeah, this is the new repeat data that I added a while ago. But I don't want the lanterns to chime. I only want them to open, yeah, I only want them to chime when pretty much they reopen, like when the doors reopen. On button press. Tips and creps don't chime that often. Alright, let me quickly add a third floor, so we can actually go up to the top floor and watch the chime ring for down. Honestly, I'm a little confused as to why people still call them, like, ring the chime if they're just electronic bells. Like, not even that, just, like, electronic speakers. Like, EPCO chime is the definition of an electronic elevator chime. Modern EPCO chimes, not old EPCO chimes. Same with, like, you know, just elevator chimes are really just evolved. Because everyone recognizes an elevator from just hearing that classical, boring, basic Otis bell. But now, there's so many other elevator chimes that it's really, even hearing some of them just makes it harder for people to guess. There's my creepy camera that follows people. Anyways, now let's give this thing a ride. What? I swear, this thing isn't supposed to open, or chime when the door's open. It's supposed to do that. That's lantern behavior. Here we go. This is the motor. It's a bit fast for hydraulic, I know. That startup, actually. I'm actually surprised how good that startup sounded. I want to listen to that again. I made that typo, like I said in my last video. I want to listen to that again. Alright, first, I want to watch the lanterns. See? Alright. One more time. Okay. Hey, we got more people joining. Sweet. Here we go. We're gonna go down now. Oh yeah, I gotta fix the arrow on this thing. As you can see, the arrow on the bottom disappears by the second segment. Yeah, we gotta replace that down motor sound. That is like the most overused down motor sound anyone has used. This is not a Signa 4 actually. This is a Endura, but I mean, it is using the Signa 4 signalization pack, so I guess you're right. That startup though, holy crap. And actually this is actually supposed to be an Endura MRL, but the motor sounds inside the car are actually from an Endura MR. So I'm gonna have to change that. I think I did record an Endura MRL, so I can just use that. No, it's not bouncy, it's just camera force. It's a feature. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna remove it. I'm only gonna make it activate, which luckily I can just change a setting here. What am I doing? You know, I'm actually gonna change. I'm actually gonna make the doors open a lot faster. I just need to find a better door sound though, because the door sound that's currently being used, okay, door open delay is completely dead. Pre-start delay. Yeah, all of those are no longer used. We're gonna use 3.5 to make it a little slower, and then I'm going to use, this is using linear, so this thing levels almost perfectly every time. Oh yeah, I was gonna edit the camera force settings. Show and leveling. Whenever the effect plays, when it's leveling, yes. Okay. Now it shouldn't be so bouncy. Oh yeah, and if you heard that, obviously, the fire service cabinet works. Ooh, yeah, actually, that looks really nice. Holy crap. Yeah, and this is a bug. So, you can't close the panel, but if I modify, so right now, obviously, I'm in third part, like, if I do everything, you have to go behind the panel and activate it. The key icon shows up. But I wanted to be able to make it to where you can, actually, I think what I'll do, actually, no, I don't think I'm bothered by this. I might just do it to where you have to do it back here. Oh yeah, see, the collisions are just so picky. You have to, like, be really specific about where you want. See, oh, wait a minute. It's because of the door union. I think I might know what I can do. But you see, usually it's not because of that. I mean, there's this one part right here that allows you to, like, kind of touch the key when you're trying to activate it. But I don't know if it's that. I don't know if the door even welds this part. Like, I'm really confused by it. And just to be extra sure, I'm going to anchor every single part inside this model. I never leave anything unanchored. I always have my weld scripts unanchored automatically. I did not mean to open Blender. I just opened it. I just opened it on my other display. All right, that's better. Let me test the cabinet again. See, I can interact with it perfectly fine on this angle. Oh, yes, finally. What? Dude, finally. Wait, I'm so confused, actually. So, I guess anchoring was the problem, because this is what I've been wanting it to do, where you can act it, like, you can close it from this side. And I just realized how freaking high up the cabinet is. I mean, you'll still be able to use it, because you can just stand right here and just use the buttons from the inside, but... Well, good. I'm really happy that I can now use it from different angles. I think it was this panel, this union, because you know how stupid Roblox unions can be. At least for collisions. Rendering is fine, but like, collisions can be really stupid. Everyone knows that. Yeah, that's gonna need fixing. There's no call buttons out here yet either. All right, let's listen to the motor again. Subject to change. The camera shouldn't bounce now when it starts leveling. Oh, it still does. What the hell? Okay, that's weird. Dude, the door is actually really slow still. Oh, because it's like 1.8. Yeah, max capacity is no longer used. I don't know why I'm bothering to change it, but oh well. And motor stop on open is actually still used. Start floor is literally no longer used, but I think, I don't know, whatever. This is not used either. Actually, I think most of these settings have gone like unused since a couple of the rewrites. Obviously door timer, nudge timer, everything like that is still original, still being used. And open easing style definitely still used. Door sensors are still, actually they're not being used, which I plan to change because I know freight elevators don't have door sensors, and yet people get annoyed when people keep opening the freight doors. And there's an easy fix for that anyway, so I mean, all I really gotta do is just, if there's no option called door sensors in any old models, it'll automatically apply the door sensors to the settings. Because you don't want a bunch of first gens shutting on you. You only want freights to shut on you. Oh yeah, forgot. The lantern's behavior. Oh yeah, that's where it is. Chime on arrival. That was what it was. Yeah, it should only chime on button press. Yeah, voice enable doesn't work either. I'm telling you how many freaking options there are that are not being used. Oh yeah, we can close out of this game. This is older. I'm actually gonna go ahead and head to 4th Convex Avenue because I actually fixed the arrow scrolling on the exterior indicators for the main elevator, so I'm actually gonna copy the code from that and put it in here. And I think I might have fixed something in the characters list as well. So I'm probably gonna just copy the entire script and then just reset the elevator value, and then that'll fix it. Once you see what I mean by fixing the arrow, because right now you already saw like the arrow scrolling isn't exactly the most realistic. And you guys get a free preview as well. Here are the elevators. Oh, and I can't tell you how good this game looks in future lighting. Let me just show you. My GPU is so dead. Oh, actually, this does look pretty weird. Oh, it used to look better. Someone messed with the lighting, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, the scrolling on these indicators is what I'm trying to do. So I'm just gonna copy the entire controller, and then I'm gonna kind of like copy the color. Okay, wait. I gotta remember. What is this? Oh, yeah. This is a new controller, so I gotta delete the old one. Okay, perfect. Now we can close out a fourth convex avenue. This chat isn't very busy either. As a matter of fact, my entire Discord is quiet as well. Wow. Oh, forgot to set the elevator value. LOL, Skivator made it online. TK phone boy. Yes, very much. Trademark. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too, actually. Alright. Perfect. So now, I mean, the indicator may look the same, but if I send this thing up... Oh, sweet, it fixed the chime. Now, if you watch the indicator closely, the arrow scrolling looks a lot better. Just watch. See? Look how much better that looks. That is a lot better. Ooh, I like how nice and fast the doors are now. Alright, let's go back down. Let's watch the lanterns light up. That is so nice. Here we go. Yeah, see, the main problem with the arrow going down... See, look how much better that looks when it goes down. It used to disappear... The arrow on the bottom used to disappear by the second segment, but now it disappears when it completely goes off screen. I got my vaccine. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm getting my vaccine on the 26th. I'm really excited. Oh! Hold on, wait a minute. Why are we going up? I didn't enter any calls. Well, there's Cortex being Cortex for you. Until I fix it. Let's see if it goes back down to 1. It didn't chime. Well, it's not supposed to. Okay, it just went back up to 3 and then stopped. Okay, that's weird. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go and show you the inspection real fast. So I'm going to go ahead and actually insert a part on the 3rd floor so I can get out and then enter the shaft. Or I guess the hoistway is what people prefer to call it. I'm trying to do better about that, because I know shaft isn't the most professional word. I like how tiny this part is, but... Yeah, you can really see how nice the store detail looks. Oh, the drop key opens so fast. The drop key sound is so funny to listen to. Oh my god. Okay, let's actually get this inspection working. So as you can see, we have a stop switch, which shouldn't be making the elevator jolt when it's idle. But oh well. So, as you can see, the alarm button works. Oh yeah, I fixed a bug where... Oh, okay, that's gonna get fixed. Let's actually do inspection now. So that's the call med button, as you know. The shaft is so realistic. Yeah, still work in progress, but yeah, I'm pretty proud of how things are turning out so far. I really like this. My friend helped me with that. And I also really like the pistons, and I'm proud of the chassis. I'm 13. Oh. Alright, I don't know. Depending on your state, it depends on how it depends on how the vaccine is being accepted. I can say that I'm old enough to get the vaccine. Let's do this. As you can see, inspection is working again. It's very nice. I'm proud of it. It actually performs a lot better than older versions. It's a little buggy though. I think I might have made a mistake in the coding when because what you're supposed to do is so let's say, for example, like you're holding the button down, and then you let go, and while the elevator is decelerating, you hold it down again. It's supposed to accelerate. What's the dizzy code? I can't. I will have to update that later. Okay, yeah. The inspection controls are being very weird. As you can see, actually I improved floor stopping, so. Oh my. Okay, I'm starting to. Yeah, I really hate that the alarm button makes that sound. I need to fix that. And if you take it off manual, so if you put on auto, it re-levels on its current floor. The only thing about inspection though is that if you stop it and you put it back to auto and it's already leveled, then it won't open. So. Oh, it actually did re-level. I just didn't notice. And then it puts it in nudge mode automatically. So now we can move it up. Oh yeah, I forgot to put it back on common. As you can see, it's gonna. Yeah, I only moved it up just a tiny bit. This isn't. Yeah. Now it re-levels. So now this is nudge, see? I mean, nudge isn't supposed to be super fast, but I might slow it down a bit more. Actually, I'm noticing that nudge mode is actually closing faster than normal speed. That's a bit of a bug. When will you fix Cortex elevators? What are you talking about? I don't see anything wrong with Cortex, except for a couple bugs, but I don't think there's anything extremely wrong with it. It's working fine. Oh yeah, and this isn't like Cobalt inspection where you have to, or not really have to. I know this has been annoying for a lot of you guys, but you know how in Cobalt, if you hold your mouse button down on the inspection button and then you move your mouse away, and it keeps going? Well, yeah, obviously I just used the mouse leave event to prevent that. When does it help her up? I'm not going to tell you when it's open because I have no idea. So please don't ask a lot of times because you've asked a lot before. Okay, so let's actually... I don't know, I'm just hanging out in the shaft. Obviously the car top is a work in progress. But let's go and get into the pit. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move this... I would love to add a sending feature where you can like send it down to a floor, but let's just use inspection and move it all the way down. We'll send it into the pit and we'll get off at 1, and then I will show you guys the pit so far. I've never rode a Cobalt Plus. Seriously? Cobalt has so many elevators on Roblox. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually pretty surprised you've never been on a Cobalt Plus elevator. There are so many models out there. In my personal opinion, Cobalt isn't my favorite controller to go for, but I mean, I wouldn't say we're like in competition, but I mean we kind of are. But we're, I guess, both Cortex and Cobalt are the highest ranked controllers in Roblox right now in terms of features, because we have inspection, drop key, fire service, independent service, and a lot of other things. Okay, I need to raise this elevator up, but I literally just realized that I got myself stuck. I'll just use DevCam, I guess. And another nice thing about inspection, I know this is unsafe, but I've seen it happen before. It is possible. You can move the elevator while the doors are open, but that's actually a feature that I've seen happen, because I think it was on one of Justin's videos. Justin, aka Elevator 32119. On one of his videos, the maintenance guy was moving the elevator while the door was open, but he was using a key, I think, from the hoistway, so I'm not sure. Is the door operator going to be wide, thick? Like, will it fit? What? Oh. It shouldn't be. What inspired you making? Sorry, I can't read right now. Sorry. What inspired you making elevator and scripting? So basically, you're asking me what inspired me to start making elevators? Sorry, that sentence didn't quite appeal to me, so I just wanted to make sure. I could understand it, but I just, honestly, I'm not sure. I guess I would say, so like so basically, I joined on this account when I was 13, so, and I joined a game with like a bunch of Technic A1 elevators, like a bunch of Schindlers, and like I was so fascinated with them. I was like, holy crap, this looks so good. This is like the best elevator I've ever seen on Roblox. Like, I've seen Roblox stuff before, and like, I wouldn't expect to see something like that. And so I wanted to learn how to make that stuff, and so, I kind of started to teach myself, and then I don't know, I just kind of realized how much harder it would be because I would have to learn how to script an entire thing, and I think what happened is I lost motivation, and so for like several months, I just decided I made this random hotel game, and then I just started grinding Jailbreak 24/7 for like a month, and then I started building like these random games, and then yeah, that's when Rasper started, which is literally my worst company I've ever made, but let's not talk about that. But yeah, so that's when I started developing the passion and goal to start making a successful, you said it was the worst. What? Okay, whatever. So, yeah, anyway. Basically my point in basically my answer to your question is I just when I joined Roblox on this account, I had a passion and I had a goal to own make good elevators for people, and I've been working up to that. I still am. I know you guys are probably saying, oh yeah, I've already reached my goal because I've owned Cortex, but I mean, I still want to be able to make good elevators, and I haven't released any elevators really since Smart Drive came out. So I want to be around for a while to at least release a good amount of models, including this one. What about Schindler? Yeah, Schindler NW was another company that was a failure. Same with ThyssenKrupp NW. Which obviously this is not part of the company. This is actually going to be under Cortex elevators, but it's a ThyssenKrupp elevator. But yeah, this is the pit. I was just kind of sitting here. And actually this down here just really needs improvement. This looks really weird. My favorite elevator? It's actually kind of hard to answer. That has changed a lot as I've been getting older. I used to love Schindler for a few years. Well, not really a few years. I used to love Schindler for like 2 years. And then I started finding more elevators. I started liking ThyssenKrupp more. Then I started liking Otis. And then I started liking Kone. I think my grand favorite would probably be Schindler or Otis. But I like the two equally, pretty much. Schindler and Otis elevators they both have amazing things that are very hard to make them different. So what I mean by that is it makes it very difficult to choose which elevator I like the more. When will you release the 6th Avenue? I don't know what that is. So if you're talking about Avenue, are you talking about 4th Convex Avenue? I don't know when that game's coming out. I think I'm going to stop testing now. Alright, so let's start with the guide rails. Sorry, not guide rails. Car top rails. Actually, okay, apparently Enduro MRL does not have a car top rail, so we're just gonna, but I'm gonna follow what I'm seeing on the screen right now. I'm seeing something like this. Okay, actually, that doesn't go all the way around. Yes, it does. Never mind. Yeah, this is what I like seeing. Look at that. Looks a little better. I mean, obviously, this isn't what it's supposed to look like yet. Could I privately talk to you? Maybe a little later. Sorry, I messed up. I missed some chat messages. What was killed off a month ago? Oh. The restaurant over here is literally out of service. And yes, I think your fear is coming true because the old HQ is actually... I'm going to say discontinued, but not closing down. So the game will still remain open, but I'm not going to update it majorly anymore. The only reason why I was in game earlier this morning was because I needed to fix the regen. Because... Well, I mean, I hopped in because I was bored. And I wanted to make sure, like, I wanted to see how things were going, but, yeah, I noticed a lot of things that previously worked that now don't, so I had to... That's the reason why I was updating, but I don't plan on doing a restaurant, actually. But luckily for you guys, 5th Commerce Tower will have a restaurant. It will also have a rooftop garden and an infinity pool, but, yeah, that's not coming till much later, so don't start begging me when it's coming out, because I'm not sure when the release date will come out. I can only tell you the progress is probably like 15% done. It's not even close. And we're already making some serious progress. I mean, not serious progress. We've already got a lot of stuff in the game. Not really. That was sarcastic. Sarcasm. And before you guys ask, I would love to give you guys a preview, but I can't, unfortunately, because I want to surprise you guys the most I can, because this game is already, like, I want you guys to get the best experience out of the game as possible. I don't want to spoil a lot, because I know in the past we've spoiled a lot of models. I mean, I know I'm kind of spoiling the Endura, but at least you guys are going to expect it to come out. I mean, this will come out. I don't want to kill this off, so I want to try to get this done as soon as possible. Without rushing, of course. Take my time, but get it done. That is literally the #1 key to getting a good model released. And this isn't going to be like Smart Drive 2.0, where there's literally a mad, insane amount of detail. This is going to be, like, I mean, the shaft detail, like something like this, I don't want to add a lot of detail in here. This is, yeah, no more major updates at Cortex HQ. 5th Commerce Tower is going to be the one that is the new HQ. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the brochure, so I won't be able to see the chat for... Actually, I'm going to enable pop-out chat so I can actually see the chat. Okay, now I can actually see the chat while I'm looking at the brochure at the same time. Not gonna lie, that's actually that is a really useful feature, the pop-out chat. Oh man, okay, I need to find a better, more detailed picture of the car top because I can't see it right now. I'm having a hard time looking at it. Man. ThyssenKrupp's brochures are not detailed enough. I mean, yes, they're detailed, and they have helped me build this model. But I could really use a close-up view of the car top. The car top image is very small. It is very hard to understand what's going on. I am looking at a model from, like, the top side, like, basically the bottom left corner view, and that is a very good look, like, a very good point of view. But from the top right corner view of the car top, it's really small. There's a lot of parts blocking my view from the top, and I'm gonna give my best effort on how this is gonna look, but don't expect me to completely nail the accuracy. I wish I want to play that Washington Hotel game, but that game is so dead. That was killed off like 8 months ago. I don't know why everyone wants to play all my old games. They're so dead. I killed off Washington Point Hotel like 8 months ago. My two main priorities right now are fix and upgrade Cortex controller, work on 5th Commerce Tower, and the Endura. Those are my 3 things I am completely trying to focus on. Are you allowed to build for other people? What do you mean? Are you talking about me? Am I allowed to build for other people? Yeah, I've had a lot of projects on my hands. One of my other friends wanted me to help him, but I would want to help him if it weren't for all the projects I have on my plate. I just want to make sure I get everything done. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. The door operator is what I'm worried about, because the door operator is very detailed. I'm kind of worried, actually, because I'm not the best at door operators. I mean, you guys have seen my linear door operator. I know you're all really proud of me for that, but does anyone like Westfield St. Clair? I don't really build for that game, so no, I don't know. Well, no, I don't mean like no as in I don't like it. I mean, I don't know really at all what that game is. I only joined it like 4 times. Okay, so I need to take a look at the door operator now, because that's going to be my next thing. So I see the clutch, but I need the actual operator, like the motor and everything. But I haven't been able to find any videos. Or, sorry. Oh, man. The clutch just has so much going on. And the picture is so small. Yes, River is the CEO of that game. Anger was, and I think he handed over the ownership. Yes, Pepperguard is a private model. Okay, this PDF is really annoying. I'm downloading it and opening it in a Google document. Oh, what? I forgot. I can't do that. I need to... Ugh. Okay, there has to be a way. Oh, I think there's an option where you can open a PDF into Google Docs. I'm just going to save it to my documents folder. Okay, I just got a DM from South. South just ghost pinged me. We're done. Anger is the co-CEO. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go to Google Docs real quick. I am positive that they have an open from file option. If they don't, I'm going to be extremely confused. Oh yeah, that's right. I can just go to File. I can open a blank document, and then I can go to File. Open. Upload. That's exactly... Oh, I like how the upload is still outdated. Yep, that's exactly what I need. I found it. I knew there was an option where you can upload documents from your PC. Okay, it's uploading. Perfect. Open with Google Docs. Now it's processing the PDF. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to switch tabs, or switch windows. Just got pinged in chill room. Bruh, no ghost pinging. Goes Google Docs, taking forever to process it. That linear look good. I'll probably experiment with it soon. Oh, you're talking about the door operator. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about linear leveling. Cough, cough, linear leveling is very good now because I fixed it, so, Fun fact, I am using linear leveling for this Endura. I just altered a couple offset settings to make it, like, slow down leveling speed before it reaches the floor. Because if you set the offset to 0, then linear leveling will stop. It will reach leveling speed right at the level part, which is how traction is level. So basically, right when the elevator reaches leveling speed, or basically right when it comes to a full stop, that's when the elevator's at the floor. But, you know, I've actually been curious why hydraulics don't do that. Because, like, isn't it a waste of oil if the hydraulic is just leveling really slowly because, like, the oil's just getting sucked out, it's just wasting all that oil? Oh, I don't understand why hydraulics do that. Oh, come on. Google Docs is taking so long to load my PDF. Man. Dude, I just need a close-up of the... I just need a freaking close-up of the, of that car top picture. That's all I need. Why is it so difficult for docs to process it? Old Cortex HQ was ugly, new one is better. Oh, you talked about the renovated one. You know, when I make that, when I start working on that, like the teleporter hub thing or whatever, when I overwrite the current HQ as like a teleporting GUI where you can choose which version you wanna visit, I'm gonna add the old HQ before renovations as a published version. So that one has the old restaurant with the 500A, and then there's gonna be the current one, and then there's gonna be Fifth Commerce Tower. Google Docs is taking so long to load, I swear. I wish you could make new escalators. Oh, dude. I can't tell you how hard making escalators are. I mean, I have an idea for how I might want to make one, because I actually have recently discovered a line position, and that is extremely... Oh, like, it's extremely... it's insane. It's literally C-frame, but using physics, and it's so stable. So I think I'm gonna make the next escalator using that, because all the stairs will be in sync with each other. I just gotta make sure I just gotta find a way to where they don't collide with each other though, because that could cause some issues. So they're also gonna use a line orientation so they don't spin around. No, the reason why Google Docs is taking forever to load is because I actually am converting a PDF to a Google document. That's why I converted the ThyssenKrupp Ender MRL brochure to a Google document. That's why it's taking so long to load. Opening a Google Doc from like a blank only takes like 5 seconds. I think I'm going to go grab a snack in a minute. Dude, I swear, I can't. This is taking so long. This is taking so long. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, it's a big PDF, but I mean, it's already been taking me 5 minutes. Okay, I'm heading back to the elevator. So this panel is actually going to be temporary. I mean, I'm going to keep it. It's going to go into the logic cabinet on the first floor, which I'm going to make the door frame a bit thicker, because there's no way the logic cabinet is going to fit in here. But oh, actually, I'm going to delete this landing. Sorry, I'm going to delete the lanterns. On all floors. Oh, I'm also going to keep the car A letter here, because that's what it's like on a lot of TKs. Yeah, thanks. I worked really hard on this so far. So, for those of you guys who are new to the stream, or I guess have just hopped in, I'm going to take another ride while I'm waiting for my PDF to process. Right, I mean, that's not a good enough explanation for the MRL, because that is 2012. That is outdated. The Endura MRL has changed a lot since then. Alright, as you can see, these are the lanterns. That's unusual. It's not supposed to chime like that. I mean, it's supposed to chime when the door opens. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Gamer, your favorite fixtures are on. Alright, let's do this. See, the chime rings for down up here, obviously. And I'll do another car top inspection, too. I am really proud of this thing. And also the telescopic pistons work as well. Which, telescopic pistons is like the Endura MRL. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I'm gonna insert a part real quick, so... Whoops. That's the bug. Why is this going back up to 3? That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, YouTube is a bit weird. It shouldn't be getting held for... It shouldn't be held under review like... Oh. Forgot to change the velocity of the part. The door sounds so... hello... Oh my god, I can't speak. The high-pitched thing of the door sound is so funny. Like, listen to this. This sounds so funny. This is not going into 5th Commerce Tower. This is the official base model that we're going to release when it's complete. The Endura MRO. This is a placeholder. I already put that disclaimer out there earlier. Let's do the inspection for a little bit. This is up. See, the alarm button is a little glitched. So, the alarm button is a little glitched. So, obviously, if you... So, like, it works fine. There's no bug. But if you move your mouse away from it, it plays the click sound. And it's really, really annoying. Like, see? Just, I can't... That is so annoying already. My ears. Yeah, as you can see... Inspection is pretty good. You can see the pistons. Just crash into the pit. I'll show you guys the I'll show you guys the pistons now. As you can see, that's what they look like. Here, I'll show you guys the I'll show you guys the pistons when we go all the way up. If I stand in the corner, I should get welded. If I don't, the elevator's not fast enough to make me fall through. See? You can see the pistons moving. Watch the leveling. Oh! That's not how this thing should have been leveling. Hello guys, I'm sad at the madness of the game of the grain of salt and what? I'm sorry, but what the hell? I'm assuming you're using a Mac because Macs have auto, like, they have autocomplete on. This is another reason why I'm glad I don't use Mac. Okay, let's send this thing back down and we'll watch the piston again. And these are using constraints, but I made a welding system that basically moves the pistons, like, divided by 3, but in a specific, like, thing. It's a little hard to explain. It uses a little bit of math. It wasn't hard, though. So you can see the pistons on the side. What do you guys think? The leveling needs to be fixed. I'm gonna go and fix that right now. I got pinged again. Okay. Yep, Google Docs is still... Oh, man. There we go. I'm loving elevators. Okay. Otis elevators are... What the hell? Okay, I think we got a troll in here, guys. Fix the click on the cartoon? What are you talking about? Oh, what do you mean fix the click? I mean, I'll do it. I'm gonna switch screens though, so excuse the black screen for a minute. I'm gonna go fix that right now. It's the bug where I know what you're talking about. Like the thing, you know, that annoying thing where when your mouse leaves the button, it clicks if it's not down. Like that's I don't want it to do that, so I'm gonna fix it. Is down equals true. I'm just editing the inspection. It's literally just changing a variable to true. But I just need to check if the variable's true when it's playing the click sound. It's really simple, if you understand basic scripting. Okay, boys, we're back. Just publish the fix. The alarm button shouldn't do that anymore. Program auto lock to the inspection panel, so we know. Actually, so I already told you this. So, you can script your own version of that, but for this model in specific, the car top control it's only temporary. So the car top control panel is actually going to go inside the logic cabinet. I'm just going to be lazy and just drag my character on top of the car. I don't want to have to do that whole thing where I move the elevator. Okay. I did not mean to do that, and now I'm stuck like this. Okay, what was that? Well, we fixed it. Okay, I want to see... Timed out violate. Yeah, it's a troll. Just time them out. We've always got to get trollers. It's really expected. Alright, perfect. Let's watch the, here, yeah, I fixed the bug, see? Now you hover over the alarm button, it doesn't do that anymore. See? Very nice. Okay. I think that's enough with inspection. I'm gonna find other things to work on. But at the same time, I might end the stream, though. I won't end it right now, but I'll end it probably in the next couple of minutes. I've been streaming for almost an hour, so... Actually, I've been streaming over an hour. 92 minutes. So what I think... So I want to start on the door operator, but the Google Doc is still processing. No, not the guide rails. We're not ready for that. And also, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to delete it for now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go and edit off the stream. But I'm gonna still keep working on this. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and end it off here. Thank everyone for coming on. It was nice chatting with some of you, and depending on how things go, I might do another stream tomorrow. But okay, no, we're done. Anyways, so yeah, thank you guys for coming on. And I'll see you guys next time.